you guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we're doing a get ready with me slash more so product review unboxing haul of the Tarte times Pretty Basic collection. I don't know, off the bat I wanted to tell you guys, I haven't been interested in makeup in a long time, like buying anything new. This was like a surprise. February 12th, I think it came out. Where's my phone? February 12th, I ordered it. So it came out that day because I got it the morning it launched. So February 11th, they just released Tarte released one of those PR emails that said, surprise, there's something pretty basic coming. And in the little ad promo, it was just Alicia Marie and Remy Cruz's two dogs, Chloe and Daisy, Chloe being Alicia's and Daisy being Remy's, sitting there in the promo shot with a podcast microphone. It was a really cute little marketing thing. So I was like, cool, I'll check out Tarte on the 12th. Get on their website on the 12th and I see that they've launched a palette, and it's a 6 eyeshadow, a highlighter, and a bronzer palette. So you get 8 different shades in the palette. And it also came with a Tarte mini lights, camera, lashes, and a lip oil. The back of it says, it's officially the summer of Alicia and Remy. We teamed up with the lifestyle creators, entrepreneurs, podcast hosts, and BFFs to bring their approachable style and love of neutrals to life in their first ever makeup collaboration. The Pretty Basic X Tarte collection features a mini lights, camera, lashes, 4-in-1 mascara, a Pretty Basic Lip Sip vegan lip oil, and versatile eye and cheek palette that can't miss smoky and neutral shades like perf, boy drama, and content baby content. Basically, it's everything they love in one place and everything you need to take your look from basic to pretty basic. So it retails for $35 US, 46 Canadian. And I was excited to give it a whirl. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go off camera, do my makeup, like my foundation, concealer, whatever. Then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna test out this palette. I'll show you some swatches. I'm not gonna test this out today because I've used this a million times. It is a phenomenal mascara and I 10 out of 10 recommend it. I don't need to crack it open, I know that. And we'll use the lip oil on our lips today too to see how that kind of wears all day. We'll do a full day wear test at the end of the video. I will end it and tell you if I recommend it or not. My first impression on it is I like the shades. They look a bit dusty. The shade right here already is after hitting off the plastic covering and it's already on the palette. It's a hard plastic right here. It's cardboard packaging on the outside, and it does have a rather large mirror, which is nice. So I do like that. And then the mirror has Alicia, Remy, and Pretty Basic times Tarte on it. It's a decent sized mirror, so I'm going to use this mirror as I apply my makeup today. I'm excited to give this palette a shot. It's a cool toned neutral shades palette. It looks very similar. Honestly, I'm looking at the colors and it reminds me of the Tarte Lip palette a lot. So if you have it, the matte shades in here look just like that. And I'm a big fan of the Tarte Lip palettes. Their Amazonian clay shadows are really nice. The highlight is popping. I really like the pretty. I don't know if the bronzer is going to be super good of a match on my skin, but we'll give it a shot today. So I'm going to go ahead, do my makeup, and then jump into this. So the goal is to use all 6 eyeshadows today, or at least 5. I don't know, I think I'm gonna try to use all 6 just because I can, because I really just want to see how they kind of lay down on the eyes and how they work well together. So first up, we're going to use the cream color in the palette called Daisy right here. They're definitely a little bit chalky, but I do find that with the Amazonian clay shadows as well in the Tarte Lip palette, they're equally as chalky. So, if you didn't know, all the shade names are very much, if you listen to the podcast, Pretty Basic, are very much Alicia and Remy. So like I said, Daisy is Remy's dog. Then the next shade in the palette is like a rosy, taupey nude color called Perf, which Alicia says 10 million times a vlog. Content Baby Content is like a shimmery, I don't want to call it, it's like a gray bronze kind of color right here. Then down here we have a silver shade called Boy Drama, and if you listen to the first season of Pretty Basic, it's pretty much Remy's dating life and it's all drama. Ring Ring is like the taupey, is it brown? Yeah, it's like a cool tone taupey brown shade. That Ring Ring, if you listen to the Pretty Basic intro, it's a retro phone and it's literally ringing, and then they go Pretty Basic, and that's how it starts. So if you listen to the intro, you will know. And then there's Chloe, which is like a deeper gray, not black kind of color. Like she's a black and white Shih Tzu, so it makes sense. And then of course the highlighter shade is called Pretty and the bronzer shade is called Basic. So I'm gonna grab the shade, Perf looks really pretty. I think I'm gonna grab Perf and pop it in the crease and just see how it builds. There is a lot of fallout. Like as soon as I dipped my brush in there, like look at that. So they're very dusty. So we're just gonna tap off all the excess there just in case. Because it's a very light shade. It would be a really nice transition shade for like day-to-day wear. Up next, we're gonna take the shade Ring Ring, which is like the browny gray shade in the bottom. And we're just gonna put a little bit of that in the outer corner and just see how she sits. This palette, I feel like, would be a really good beginner's palette. Like if you're new to makeup and you just wanna like get into a higher end brand like Tarte, just to give it a shot, test it out. I like it so far. It feels like it's a very buildable palette as well. So like if you really want to get into like a cool tone smoky eye, this would be a good starting palette to kind of give that a shot. Then I'm going to grab the shade Boy Drama, which is like the silver shade, and just kind of put it on my lid and see how it sits and see how the shimmer sort of, if it pops, or see how it goes. Okay, so it is kind of silvery. I like it. Oh, wow. Okay. She's subtle enough. She's not super dramatic, which is nice. And then I'm going to take the shade Content Baby Content and just kind of take that shimmer and put a little bit of it, dab it into the outer corner. And drag that up a little bit into the crease to add a bit of dimension. Then we're gonna be brave and go in with the dark shade there called Chloe and see if we can kind of use it a little bit like an eyeliner. And then we're gonna take Boy Drama and put that up under the brow bone as well. And then we're gonna take the shade Perf again. This is by far, Perf is definitely my favorite color. We're going to go in and put that on the lower lash line and just kind of blend it all together. So my first initial thoughts after applying the 6 shades are, I would personally use Daisy, Perf, and Ring Ring and Boy Drama. So these 4 shades, probably the most, like this little quadrant, on a day-to-day basis. Like if I was just looking for a quick little get out the door quick, I would lay down the shade Daisy, buff Perf into the crease, add Ring to the outer corner, and slap a little bit of Boy Drama on the inner corner in the center of the lid and call it a day. That's what I would initially do. Content Baby Content and Chloe are a little bit more of a build it up, add a bit of a smoky look. So I wouldn't necessarily use them daily, but I would definitely use it. I'm gonna go ahead now and apply the bronzer and see, I don't know if, I'm concerned it's not gonna be a good shade match for me, so we're gonna give it a shot. There is definitely a little bit of fallout, so they don't feel as high quality as the Amazonian Clay shadows I have in my Tarte lip palettes or the Amazonian Clay blush bronzer highlighter set I have. They don't feel as good quality as that, but they do feel pretty good. This palette doesn't have a blush, so I went ahead and I got my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Tarte. And then we're going to test out the highlighter in here called Pretty. Significant fallout. That's my only real complaint. So this is not a big blingy in your face if you like eyeshadow that pops. This is not eyeshadow, sorry, highlighter that pops. It's definitely not bad. It is a bit buildable. It does have a nice subtle sheen to it. I personally love these kinds of highlighters because they don't have very chunky glitter in them at all. But it's not super like disco ball blingy. I'm gonna add a lot. I like a lot of highlight just to brighten everything up. And yeah, so I'm gonna go and apply some mascara, and then we'll pop back on, try on the lip oil, and go about our day. So we're gonna go ahead and put on this lip oil. I've never tried anything like this from Tarte. I personally am not like a lip gloss girl, but we'll give it a shot. It is a lip oil, so I assume there has some nourishing benefits to it. Oh, it smells so good. And I just dropped it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, thriving. Alright, so there's no real color to it at all. Which is fine. I mean, it's a pandemic, we're not going anywhere. So I wonder if it's gonna keep my lips feeling really soft. It doesn't feel super sticky, which is really nice, given it's an oil. But anyway, we're gonna go about our day. First impressions off the bat, if you are looking to try Tarte, this would probably be a good palette to give it a shot at because the shades are buildable, they are buttery, there is a bit of fallout. I do think they're not as good quality as previous Tarte palettes, like the Tartelette palettes that I have. I have all of the Tartelette eyeshadow palettes and they're superior in quality, but it's not a bad quality high-end palette. That's my initial thoughts. So I'm gonna go about my day, I'm gonna wear it, and I will reconvene at the end and let you know if I think you should buy it. So I will see you in my outro. Okay, so I bopped out here into the dining room and opened the blinds, and I'm really not mad at how this look came out, so here you go. Hey guys, so it's pretty much heading towards the end of the day. I have cleaned, I've done some cooking, I have more cooking to do. We're making burritos tonight. And I'm losing daylight. The sun is starting to go down, so I think what we're gonna do is call it. I think the eyeshadows held up really well. I filmed, like I said, I did some housework, I did all sorts of stuff, and all things considered, there was no like flaking away. It stayed put on my eyes. I think it looks decent. I like certain shades more than others. It's a good first time palette if you're trying to get into the high-end Tarte makeup kind of thing. It's totally worth it in my opinion, and it's a good neutral thing, so it has made its way into the drawer of everyday makeup for when I do wear makeup, and I do recommend it. So thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you next time. I love you guys.